我会说我们闪电狼是韩国杀手这个称号。
FW의 장점은 약간 그 초반 기세 싸움 유리한 걸로 약간 굴리자 약간 이런 거에서 강한데 그게 약간 좀 한국 스타일의 약간 강한 느낌이 들어서 FW가 좀 한국 팀 상대로 잘하는 것 같아요.
And Benny is just spitting out hell upon King Zone. A triple for him. Flash Wolves are going to go top of the group.
我们对上听众，我们现在大家都非常有，只是因为毕竟我们也是在小组赛赢下了他们2场，所以大家现在对上听众的话。 感觉都蛮有把握的。
아무래도 FW가 이제 그룹 스테이지에서 저희 상대로 2대 0을 했잖아요. 그래서 그 팀 자체가 저희 팀에 이길 수 있다고 생각을 하고 있을 것 같고 약간 그게 좀 독이 될 수도 있다고 저는 생각을 합니다.
很少有国际队伍可以在就是国际赛上面在 BO5打赢韩国队嘛，所以我希望我们可以有机会可以来就是挑战这个历史看看。
d'accueillir les deux équipes du jour avec comme première les Flash Wolves. Une première salle d'applaudissements s'il vous plaît pour les champions de la LMS. Quatre fois champions consécutivement dans leur région. Ils sont la très grande surprise des group stage de ce MSI. Je vous demande, le Zénith, Paris, encore une fois s'il vous plaît, de faire du bruit pour ces joueurs Flash Wolves. Et sur la top lane, une salle d'applaudissements s'il vous plaît pour le très talentueux Anabi. Dans la jungle, c'est le jeune joueur coréen Muchun. Sur la mid lane, le vétéran Maple. Au poste de carry AD, des encouragements s'il vous plaît pour Betty. Et au poste de support, le stratège de l'équipe Sword Heart. Des applaudissements également pour le coach de l'équipe War Horse. Et le support, bien entendu, une salle d'applaudissements, s'il vous plaît, pour Morning. Pour les Flash Wolves, une dernière fois, on les encourage, s'il vous plaît.
Et bien sûr, Chips, leurs adversaires ne peuvent pas être négligés. Champions de Corée, la région la plus compétitive du monde. J'ai nommé les peuvent se vanter d'avoir battu une équipe coréenne en BO5. Ils viennent ici à Paris pour gagner et pour faire prévaloir la domination de leur région. S'il vous plaît pour les Kingson, une fois de plus. Sur la top lane, le conquérant, Khan. Dans la jungle, le prodige, Peanut. Sur la mid lane, l'homme qui marche dans les pas de Faker, BTT. On a des carries, le tueur, Pray tirer! Et afin de le soutenir, bien sûr, Gorilla!
A lot of the early game pushing presence and trying to go for invades has been this discussion of the bottom lane. You know, Sword Art counterpicking bottom lane, oftentimes with a range support to try and harass and push up.
It's very interesting, because look at what's available. Every AD carry, barring, of course, the Marksman, Jungler, and Grace, is available. Ezreal, available and first pick by Fnatic every game yesterday. Ezreal, we know, Pray was the first teleport Ezreal in the tournament, and it seems like Zyra Khan is being higher prized by Flash Wolves.
That's very interesting as well. Of course, we've seen Kai'Sa be the queen of the bottom lane here, and one that Flash Wolves are willing to give up. But Kingzone might want to shy away from that and have a stronger laning phase. The Ezreal is locked in.
Pray's Ezreal definitely fearsome, but
Okay.
Yes, more Aurelia! I was so excited yesterday to see the Aurelia and how you can play around this. But I first wanted to touch on the Rakan, because this is kind of a different move here from Flash Wolves, where in the group stage, they have tremendously valued range supports. And they only had the one Rakan game. But if you go further back into the LMS, lots of this year was Sword Art, hard engaged, setting up the team through creating the plays himself.
And this is actually a surprise as well, the fact that Betty now bringing in his first Kai'Sa game. This is a champion he left up against Kingdom before, wouldn't draft the champion, now bringing it out in the knockout stage.
And already you're saying, okay, I need to see more of the draft, because first pick Rakan into not going Zyra Khan, first time on the Kai'Sa, and it's potentially going to give up Ezreal and Tahm Kench, the very standard duo that we see Kingzone prize so often. So on paper, you're like, okay, this is a whole lot of comfort on the red side.
But I really do like the draft from the LMS side, because you can play Rakan Cog.
And Jess, you know, the Scion was one of the premier, and going for the Banner of Command, Aurelia would be played a much different way.
And of course, Khan strikes you as an Aurelia player. He was one of the few practicing it in the top lane when it was released. Of course, patches changed much since then, but this is the same matchup that we saw the Aurelia played into yesterday.
And it is a very exciting champion that relies so much on cooldown tracking for both you and your opponent, and trying to go for openings with burst damage, as well as dodging spells. Nice, we're gonna have the Camille matchup, as well as dodging spells with resets of your Blade Surge.
Sinjax banned against Khan in this tournament, and Camille blind. They'll be a really fun skill matchup here. This is certainly one that Khan, if in form, if confident, would back himself into.
Yes!
The Grandmaster at Arms is here in the semifinal.
Oh, BDD can dodge spells, Khan can dodge auto attacks. This is exciting. The quintessential, in my opinion, Khan champion in the knockout stage, game one.
And we know what they have. Great dive, great backline access, strong team fighting. They do not have siege. It's 4 melee champions and an Ezreal. This has to be about exact timing. This needs to be the Kingzone invading and setting the tone, because otherwise there could be some great options for Flash Wolves with their mobility.
Definitely excited here, because we talk about the top triangle of the map so often with Kingzone, and now they're running 3 melee champions, gonna look for these all-ins and look for the kills. We may have blood in the water early, friends.
This is exciting. Crowd control, ganks, and early pressure seems to be the name of the game here for Kingzone. And we'll see if the backline can survive this. Kai'Sa can turn invisible, she can blink around. I actually expect Betty to have the tools he needs to survive a lot of this, but a volatile and exciting early game can upset all of that. We've heard from interviews from both Flash Wolves and Kingzone, honestly, that it seems the early game matters a lot more here in this tournament. With the quality of players, the type of strategies being run, early game tends to mean victory. Oftentimes this first turret bottom lane is where a lot of that pressure congeals, but of course with a Camille and a Jack here though. He's gonna go for the knockup, nice flash away by Gorilla, but could there be a repeat as Mugen now knows he's got no escape to slow us in, flash for the stun, they've got the chain CC, the kill is gonna go over, but stolen by Sword Art, Ignite takes the goal.
Huge for Flash Wolves here. They immediately target Gorilla, completely ignore the Ezreal. They know that Pray has way too many outs, and they're able to punish him. Tahm Kench down early on.
Really assertive stuff by Mugen in particular. It was just shown topside, buys the boots, ready to go with the Predator. Successful gank, and like you mentioned, Kobe, turning this kind of defensive Kai'Sa in the laning phase and unlocking it earlier. It's always a big thing in your checklist for winning the game. not spotted around the vision. The Predator comes up, and Driller knows he's in trouble.
Yeah, Sword Art able to go in. Rakan very easily forcing the flash out. That makes it easy for Mujin to answer. He knows there's nowhere for Gorilla to for the jungler pressure.
Well, junglers maybe, and a Tom Kent showing up on the bottom side as Muta gets exhausted. Pray over the wall. It's a lot of damage. He doesn't have a way out in the wall. Unfortunately, cuts off the escape. Mujin goes down, still flashless. Kingzone finally answer.
And that kill goes over to the Aurelia, further funding the burst damage that BDD can output. Now he's got a red buff on top of it. Blade Search does apply on hit effects, so this is going to cede all mid lane control over to him for the time being.
And we raised the question yesterday when we saw Tilia versus Aurelia. Let's bring it up again. In the late game, or in the mid to late game, when these items come together, he's in the pivot all in.
Has a reset.
Oh, he protects it! BDD with the solo kill!
Flawless duet indeed. Places down the first blade, waits for the flash.
Kobe in control as well. Flashels might be looking over the wall, but it might require a flash. They're putting it down so fast, never in smite range. BDD might go for the stun, gets one to the back line. They're going to dive in. They've almost picked them off. Sorta has to kite away, and now, once again, they're re-engaged. They've been slowed and disarmed, but Flashels able to run. Pray finds some poke, but it will be Flashels able to get away, not burning more than one of their own.
And you can tell, hesitant to commit there from Kingzone because they didn't quite have Khan in position. BDD uses his flash early to get out on Aurelia.
Games are all about percentages. We knew that Flash was actually pinged that Khan couldn't be there, that he was walking down.
Gives them control over the vision around Baron.
And let's talk about a different speed. Their Baron damage speed is immense. Triple Trinity Force and just how strong Pray is. Bot lane.
First aggressive play, looking for the fight in the bottom side as Khan does not have an easy escape route. Flashes and still dies to ignite.
There we go. The pressure valve has been broken. They use the Weaver's Wall down to the bottom, get a very quick kill onto the Jax, and that could open up some further objective pressure here from Flashels. They want to get some of the standing gold. All the outer turrets are still available. Mujin, though, checking the dark.
Spot him out.
One versus three, knows what's going on. Does still have the flash, I do believe. Here comes some help, and it's going to be the re-engage. A three-man charm and a knockup. Is there more of a fight to be had? As Sword Art kites right back out, and Betty is going to stay safe for now. Looking at the next bit of the play as BDD is coming around into the eventual 5v4, though. Into the back line goes BDD, catches one, but it is going to be a trade as they keep going. A double kill for the mid lane. Not going to be enough damage as Hanabi as the sun comes out, and BDD is still on the run, and Maple is on the chase. A nice pick up there as Peanut falls down, kills left, right, and center, a 3 for 3.
Execution there, not fantastic by Kingzone, but BDD cleans up the mess anyway on the Aurelia, who's so much further ahead than his Yasuo last time out.
Oh my goodness, Mujin gets chunked out of that fight so early, he doesn't even really get to participate when Sword Art bought so much time. Now it's Kingzone back out onto the map. Khan uses teleport.
In 3v2 in terms of players, there is no smite for them, but neither is there for Mujin, who is dead. Right now, Sword Art just respawned, so a 2v3 Baron stop. This is going to be dangerous. Pray has 5 health, and that's a quick kill for Betty. Kites away from Khan, another in for Maple, and now Jax can only run. Oh, he can turn it back, though. Gets the kill, stays alive as well. Still 2 for 1.
But we'll take another look at this face check from Mujin.
Watching this play here, he finds out the tail end, and that is when Kingzone goes for the commitment. Mujin has flashed the entire time, doesn't want to use it. That is the sort of disengage or con play that we need to see Sword Art recreate again and again. True Shot Barrage goes wide, and this looked like it could actually be turned on Kingzone.
Yeah, Betty went full offensive there, jumps in on Kaisa, uses his ult.
Oh, the turret shot following him.
Yeah,
Look at this.
I mean, it was definitely a spread out one, and that was the actual last hit that finished off Hanabi.
Now that's an unlucky feels bad man right there. Look at this, he can switch his exhaust to teleport and get back.
Wow, that's 2 vision tools used at the same time. Weaver's Wall plus the blue trinket. Even less time Flashels can use. The con is in. Looking for the play. Hanabi's going to pop the ult. You guys have to keep running, though. Health bar's running low. The dive is in. They've got the pick off, and they cannot re-engage through this ultimate. They've got to give them the space that Kingzone needs.
Predator has been popped as well, and Flashel is trying to push out mid lane while Kingzone revert to their 1-4 here with Khan's teleport still on cooldown.
The Aurelia ult being down means that turn from Baron isn't quite as lethal. Speaking of turns from Baron.
And Khan is right behind. There's going to be a big stun. He gets 3 of them with it. This is going to be the team fight. Peanut's coming around for the slow as well. Mujin running out of health. Flashes away. Just stays alive. Betty just cutting out as well. Pops the ult and the invisibility. An unstoppable Olaf is coming for you, but he's not going to get the kill. Pray, however, will. 2 for 0 in this fight so far, and they're running. Flash Flashwolves licking their wounds as Kingzone get 3 straight kills.
So incredibly close, but those 3 kills are going to be what tips this over the edge for the Baron.
It's by the narrowest of margins. The gold lead is certainly being reflected in how close team fights are playing. Flashwolves playing them well. Kingzone just ahead.
Kingzone health bars are low. Peanut's got a life, so this one, a good fight, could get a double kill, but looks like Smite is all but a guarantee. No one's in range to steal. Prey goes over. Ooh, Maple puts some damage in, but Baron secured by Kingzone. Down 2 of the inhibitors. Top is dead. Mid and bot have respawned, and middle will drop to a Banner Baron minion. When, at what point can Flashwolves get themselves a fight? The gold lead getting farther and farther away. Kingzone crossing their T's, dotting their I's. Weaver's Wall comes down, is going to separate Peanut and BDD. They count both hit aboard Tom Kench. And here comes the hard engage. A double knockup is there. Damage output pretty massive. Suppression is on, but they do not have the damage. BDD will only revive with Guardian Angel. Benny still goes down. Ignite was on a double kill in the backline. Looking for more in the fight as BDD re-engages. Gets number 3, gets number 4. They're all set. Kingzone get the clean ace. They're going to claim game 1.
That's what offense looks like, and Kingzone take the Nexus.
So aggressive, so decisive. The new pick of the Aurelia. Saw it yesterday. See, almost perfected by BDD in this first game here. And if that is the tone and that is the speed that this series is going to be played upon, Flashwolves need to look back at the draft, get themselves sources of winning lanes, because in this game, they just couldn't get started.
Welcome to the international stage. It has been 1,105